genetically communicable disease. I mean, I was reading actually just last week of a child. I don't know what she had, something, which they discovered was passed on from both parents, and the child is now in England. She is disabled because of the. I haven't got all the details. You can see it as a woman. That is important. I mean, when you have children and grandchildren, and you know that there are certain diseases, and they don't choose races. For instance, this particular family were English, white English, because there are black English, and so that was one of the most important for my family, just as a personal thing. I mean, even though I have TB, I've had TB, I have prostate cancer. I don't have something else that sometimes, I mean, it would not have come out in me, but I mean, it's recessive in me, and then gets active in my children or in my grandchildren. That we didn't have that. The second is that it was a wonderful thing. I mean, given where we've been in South Africa, where we've had a hierarchy based on well, first of all, it was based really on pigmentation, and I mean, the lighter you are, the higher you are in this hierarchy, and where I think even we who were at the bottom of this pyramid there are moments when we were made to feel that we are better, we are superior to the indigenous people, that we are superior to those who were called San or Bushmen or whatever. And for me, it's been a wonderful thing to be told that forget about it, brother. You are related to them. Don't have any notions about being hoity-toity, you know. But more than this is the fact that it says, I really belong in that country. I mean, my ancestry reaches back into the remote times, which is a fantastic thing to. I mean, I wish I had known it at the time when we were fighting against apartheid, because I would have told me, hey, this is my land. You are a visitor, and we were nice to you and allowed you to come into our country. I could say it a little bit, but here now one has scientific backing for the fact that many of us have roots that go back into the distant past, and that was good. But maybe the last thing, I I always talk too much. You should kick me under the table.
I don't get to heaven if I do that.
Of course, yes. I mean, you learn that lesson very quick, very well. I think one of the most exciting, not just exciting, but most valuable results of this, which one hopes is something that is going to be spread and universalized, is this notion of personalized, individualized medicine, medical treatment, that although we are the same, we are also not the same. And I mean, it should have been something that was so obvious, you know, but we are crazies in very, very many ways. And I'm just thinking that we should say, when the pharmaceutical companies really cotton onto this, that if you take what is the science of it? Genome.
From the genomes, 3 billion.
What is the science?
Genomics. Personal genomics.
Personal genomics. If you take that seriously, your medicines are going to be more effective. And the positive results. And just think what would happen even with the pandemic, even before they do actually find a cure. I mean, to say, you don't treat as if we were identical. That is, as far as I've got to understanding a little bit. I mean, when Stefan was explaining that, I could just as well have been sitting outside. I mean, all the words he was using I could understand. But I mean, I don't know what he was talking about. I mean,
but I think one way to word this: imagine there was only a T-shirt in one size, and that has to fit the biggest person to the smallest infant. This is how our medications are today. At the same time, it is very expensive to develop a drug until the stage where you can hand it out to people.